Hi, I'm Tom, and this video is about adding and editing time periods in Align. Align uses a date range to calculate how far along you are towards achieving your strategic goals. That date range is called the period. Right now, we're looking at the My Dashboard page, which is like your homepage. It's the first thing you see when you log into Align. Already, we can find the period immediately at the top of the page. First, you can see the date range that has been set for this period. And the green progress bar in the middle is a visual indicator of how far into the period we are. On the right, Align will also confirm that you are looking at the current period. That is really important because you can use the directional arrows to navigate between historical time periods. If I click back to the previous period, it's like jumping back in time. All of that historical data is saved in Align in perpetuity, so you can always go back to check on something or pull a report for more information. When using Align day to day, think of checking for the current period like checking your rear view mirror while driving. It's a good idea to look up and make sure you are operating in the current period, especially if things look odd or unfamiliar. You might just be looking at an older time period, and you can navigate to the current period by clicking the right arrow button until you see current period. The time period will default to a length of 90 days or one business quarter. However, you can set your period to best reflect how you and your team do business. You can adjust your time period in two places. First, on the priorities page. Next to the date range, you can see there is now a pencil and paper icon, which means I can click in to edit. In this edit drawer, you can pick the start and end dates for your period. The other page you can edit from is the one-page strategic plan. You will see the same edit functionality on this page as priorities, and you can create a new period from either page. My team uses business quarters, so I like these dates. I will hit save. And then the software will ask if I want to copy over the information in my one-page strategic plan. Remember that your plan is a living document, and you may be ready to make major changes if you just had a particularly impactful period. So we like to check. I will hit yes and copy over all of the information in the one-page plan. And it's good to note that you always have the option to copy over the one-page plan information from the previous period. Let's check back on our priorities page in this new period. I'll navigate to it by clicking next period. It's blank. Just like the one-page plan, your priorities don't automatically carry over. That's because ideally, you and your team are setting priorities that will be achieved by the end of each period. So now it's time to create all new priorities and build on last period's success. We also recognize that life is not a Disney movie. We are not going to be achieving all of our goals all of the time. So for the priorities that you and your team are still working on, you can copy over the information from the previous period to keep working towards those goals. Just click the Copy Previous Priorities button. Now I have the option to copy over everything or make specific selections. I can even copy the historical data that surrounded each of these priorities in the previous period. So for example, I will hide any priority that was totally completed last period, and then I will select the rest and go ahead and copy them all over. Great. Here they are in my new period. If you're using Align without setting a current time period, you are missing out on some of our most popular features. Both priorities and critical numbers measure progress based on what you set your time period to. On this priorities page, all of these progress bars on the right are calculating what has been achieved against how far into the quarter we are. For more information, I'll leave links in the description for videos on the one-page strategic plan and priorities.